The Great British Coin Hunt, we got what you want. We got gold and silver, seems everyone's a winner. It's so elementary, you get one free entry. Every single raffle, make your collection dazzle. TGBCHraffle.com, TGBCHraffle.com.
I've come up with an idea. It's a cracking deal. And there we go. So we're on YouTube now. Hold on. God's interfering again. We can't do anything about that. If I turn that off, it's going to be too dark. That's a bit annoying, isn't it? Ideally, you want me here. So what if we do that? Nearly. What if we do that? Okay, that's about as good as we're going to get, I think. Yeah, we'll try and talk like that. Okay, so what I've done is I'm back home from hospital, by the way, and thank you so much for all the nice messages and one thing and others. It's been really nice. And it's given me a little bit of a boost. I'm home. I'm in a completely different place mentally and physically to what I was the other day. I thought I was a goner. Boy, did I think I was a goner. I don't ever want to feel that kind of pain again. Really don't. Oh, the window's open. You can hear the traffic. So, I'm home. I've got to take a couple of months rest. Now, the team is coming together fantastically in order to make sure that I get as much rest as I can. And today I didn't hardly do a stroke at all of work or anything like that. I watched the show, I watched the spins, etc., and I had a little chat to a few people. But other than that, you know, I am trying my best to do as much as I can to take the time off that I need. And besides which, at the moment, I can't use my left hand because that's where they went up and put the stent in. And my right hand is also, or arm, is also quite sore because they tried to go in that way, couldn't, and then they went in that way. So can't pick anything up with that. Can't, you know, I'm wrapping and packing coins and stuff. Some packages are 5 kilos or 10 kilos. So I'm not going to be able to do any of that for quite some time. But I will catch up. And as I said in my video the other day, I'll just say the prizes are a month behind. That gives me plenty of time to be able to get parcels together and send it to people. So I've come up with a little, you know, I have to deal with the stress that's going on. It doesn't just disappear because I come home from hospital and suddenly say, oh, I'm going to try and look after myself. The stress doesn't disappear. The problem hasn't disappeared, even though I figure I swallowed my pride. I came on late last night, did a video and did an appeal to all those people that are involved with this to stop. And it seems that they don't want to stop straight away, immediately, and are continuing with what they're doing. I know that because of things that have happened in the last 24 hours. So what can I do about that now? The idea behind that is obviously to stress me out even more. I mean, if you want to send someone over the edge, all you've got to do is just keep pushing them closer and closer and closer, just an inch at a time, until eventually off they go. And I get that. I mean, I understand. I don't agree with what these people are doing, but I understand their method, if you like. Their method is just doesn't matter. They won't stop. Okay, I get that. That puts me in a bit of a position. It's like, okay, what we're going to do then, Ian, because just heading for Stress City again. And I think, it's a great thing about having the team there to step up like they have done, is it has immediately allowed me to come home and sit and take time and do a bit of thinking. And when I get a chance to do a bit of thinking, my creative juices, they get going a little bit. There's nothing like having a bit of spare, not spare, but nothing a bit like having a bit of spare time, a bit of time to yourself to reflect and think. Just sit down with a cuppa and watch the fish pond if you want, to give you a chance to get those creative juices starting to flow again. It makes no sense for me to continue fighting these people. Don't have to go through all the names again. I did that already. But whoever they are, it makes no sense for me to keep fighting them. It makes no sense for me to keep coming on and doing videos and stressing myself out. So I intend not to do that. Instead, I've communicated with the solicitor, and what I'm going to do is hand it over to him. Now that's going to need paying for, and it's going to need money thrown at that in order. You can't just offload to somebody else for free. I wish we could. So I'm going to offload to the solicitor. Let the solicitor deal with that. That's his job now, to deal with the stress, not mine. He can deal with that. He can deal with that and do whatever needs doing with that. All I have to do is get the money to pay him. Now, to that end, I've come up with a couple of deals. For the people that know how our wheels work, what it is that I'm doing, and so on. I want to produce, to start with, I'm going to pump it up a little bit. I've hit the totals that I wanted to hit with some of the other revenue streams. Now I want to create a revenue stream, again, that is untouchable by direct standing order. And I also want to get a little bit of cash in. So there's two deals that I've come up with that will allow me to do that. Now, one deal, as those of you that have been getting involved know now, we have on the greatbritishcoinhunt.co.uk, there is a listing for memberships, and on that listing you click on the membership thing and it opens up a drop-down box for a multivariation list, and in that list is every single domain name that we've got, every single domain name that I sell memberships for. Now what that simply is not to be confused by the fact that it's domain names and draws and what on earth is going on. The easiest way to look at it is you take one domain name, and that domain name, doesn't matter what the domain name is, call it ianglenn.co.uk, doesn't matter, but we use that as an example. That domain name has two purposes. One, it has a remuneration back if I ever sell the domain name. So you buy into it, if I sell the domain name, you get money back. It has a second thing for you that join in with it, and that is that the domain name is nothing more than a raffle. That's all it is. So here's a box, here's a bin. In the traditional sense, you go into a pub, they come round, sell you raffle tickets, you buy a raffle ticket, they put the raffle tickets in the bin, and then at a certain time they go, righto everybody, time for the raffle, and they pull a bit of paper out, and whoever's on that bit of paper wins the prize, right? All you've got to get in your mind is the domain name is the bin. It's a raffle. And instead of a bin, it has a wheel with everybody's name on it. So that when you buy your ticket or you buy your membership, your name goes on the wheel, your name goes in the bin. But unlike a raffle in a pub, whereby at the end of the day, they throw them all away and next week start again, once you buy a membership, your name goes on the wheel and you're in the pack, in the bin. It stays in there. Doesn't get thrown away, it stays in there. And the draw, the raffle, is every single week. So if you buy a go in ianglenn.co.uk and you buy a membership in that, your name goes on the ianglenn.co.uk wheel, and which is the equivalent of your name going in the bin. And every week that wheel spins, and the spinning of the wheel is no different. It's the same thing as somebody putting their hand in the bin, stirring it all up like that. And then when the wheel stops on someone's name, that's the same thing as pulling out a bit of paper and going, Joe Bloggs is the winner. Right? It is that simple. A lot of people thought this was quite complicated. It's not. It's really simple. Once you get away from looking for something that's complicated. I was having a conversation with somebody about that the other day, and while I was in hospital actually, and they were saying to me, "Yeah, but it's so complicated." And then eventually the penny dropped when I put it in this kind of an explanation. The penny dropped, and they saw how simple it was. It's that simple. So you win in two ways. One, if we ever sell the domain, you get a share out. Two, every single week we have a free draw for all the members of that individual domain. So ianglenn.co.uk. When we've done the draw for that, we do it done, and then we pick up another bin, which is brexit20.co.uk, and we do a draw for that, right? So every single domain is essentially a raffle, but it's a raffle ongoing every week. And once you're in it, you're in it every single week from then on, either until I die, which we've come close to a few times, or I sell the domain or the business one day because it's good enough to sell, or individual domains are good enough to sell, and then every single member of the domain that gets sold will get a share out. So even if I stop, you still get it. Now then, so there's two things I want. Okay, I've only got 5 minutes. I've got to have my dinner. I've got to do as me told. There's two things I want. One is I want to build up a bit more regular income. So 3,500 quid. If you look on the drop down list, you'll see the one on the bottom, 3,500, gives you one entry on or one membership on every single domain. It gives you a membership on every single domain. So I only ever have to sell one, and you'll get a share out because you'll have one on membership on every single domain. That's at 3.5 grand. Now, that will also put you in the draw every single week, ongoing. And this kind of thing is worth it to somebody that buys and sells, because it means that they will continually get packages after packages after packages after packages, because you will win. Someone has to win, and 100 people do. There's 100 winners every week. So that goes on. Now, of course, not everybody's got 3.5 grand to lay out, on a investment in their coin business or whatever. So I had a little think about that, and I figure for the people that can't afford it, for the people that are struggling, and I've been struggling many times, I can help, right? Because I can offer free credit on that. So if somebody was to divide that up by 50 weeks, it comes out at £70 a week. So what I'm after is 14 people that will sign up for £70 a week, and they will get on, but they'll get that now. I will give you the 3.5 grand's worth now. So you will go on every single wheel, right? So you will start getting prizes through that you win before you've even paid it all off. Now you might think, well, that's a bit of a risky. It's not risky for me, because the deal is that you'll give me that on a standing order every single week on a set day. Friday is obviously ideal. For 50 weeks. Obviously, if somebody stops paying, I'll take their name off the wheels. So I can't lose anything by this. What there is to gain is you've got 3.5 grand's worth of memberships up front, and that means that you're in 100 or 70 spins every week. That'll also put you on the Super Wheel members twice, because you would have amassed enough points. That's worth 4,100 points, so you'll be on that wheel twice as well. And it will come with a permanent joker, which means you can swap prizes that you win. Even better for the people that are buying and selling and earning money. So if you look at ians.tv, you will see on the leaderboard right at the bottom, you'll see at the moment what you can swap. So it gives you an idea. So if you win a prize you don't like, you can swap it to something you do like. Okay, so that covers that. So I'm only looking for 14 people for that. I don't want any more than 14 people. 14 people will give me £1 grand a week. That will do me. That's all I need for the moment for that. I don't want 20 people. I don't want 25 people. I only want 14. So that's limited. but I figure that there may be enough people out there to give me 14 people, and they will all benefit. Okay, that's that one. The other deal is for the people that have got the money. So for the people that have got the money, and I know there's one or two that will be interested in this, I will give you a 50% discount on that deal to pay cash up front. So that for the people that want to pay it over a year, you pay $3.5 grand. For the people that want to buy that cash up front and to give me, because that money there every week will give me the money I need ongoing. That will help nicely. And a couple of upfront ones, and I don't want too many, a couple of upfront ones will give me a little bit more cash, so that I'm throw a bit more money at the solicitor, that they can deal with these people that are being the way that they're being, and trying to cause us as many problems as they are. And that will then take that stress away from me. So, you know, what I've come up with is a creative way of dealing with the people that are causing me so many problems. Let the law deal with them. Solicitor can deal with them, and the police, because it's beyond anything I've ever been involved in, so or experienced. So you know, that's what I'm talking to the solicitor about at the moment. I think it's a police matter myself. In which case, it will be even less cost to me, because if it's a police matter, then the police will take it up, investigate, prosecute, and I won't have to pay for that. So that's the next thing that's going to happen with these people, and they can get a knock on the door. Anyway, and if that embarrasses them with their family, that's not my problem, really, is it? You know. Anyway, so getting away from that. So there's the two deals there. Two deals. One, for people that want to do it, but they ain't got the cash, but they would do it if they could. Well, this is a way you can do it. 50 payments, £70. Once I've got the first payment, I'll get you on all the wheels. Job done. And like I say, if you stop the payments, then I'll take your name off the wheels. And with only a maximum of 14 people doing that, that is easily checkable by me, by logging in, checking the bank statement, etc., making sure that these people are paid every week. If the list is too long, I'll never know where I am, because a lot of what I do is manual. Okay, so two great deals. One for the people that need a boost, need a hand, need the credit, and no one else out there will give it to them. This is not a bad deal for that. 70 quid a week, 50 weeks, you get £3.5 grand's worth now, which means you can be on every single wheel. When was the next time we're doing? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Probably by Wednesday or Friday, you'll be on every single wheel. Who knows what you'll get? If you want to know the sort of thing you could get, have a look at the wheel spins. tgbch.tv, or go to YouTube and just search the Great British Coin Hunt, or search Ian Lambert. And for those that can afford it, you can have a 50% deal on that £3.5 grand listing. If you pay me direct through the bank account, of course. Text me. And if you're interested in this, you can't go and click a link and do it. You'll need to communicate with me. So send me a text, send me a message, send me a WhatsApp, send me an email. Let me know you're interested. I will confirm it, talk to you, give you the details. You can pay. You'll be on the wheels. Prizes will be coming to you within weeks. I'm a maximum of a month behind on the sending out of the prizes, but I am working on ways that I can maybe speed that up without me having to do the work. Because that's what we've got to start. I've got to slow down on me doing the work, but I've still got to get it all covered. And you know, a little bit more cash will help me do that. Everybody can see how it works now. Another gold winner today. Chris Dyer won a gold coin, and lucky for me, he sold it back to me. Yay! So we'll put that up again at some point in a couple of weeks' time. You'll have another chance of winning a gold 2008 centenary £2 coin. Okay, that's it. That's all I want to come on and say. For anybody that's interested in either of those two deals, just fire me off a text and talk to me. All right? Many thanks, and thanks everybody for backing me and for the kind wishes and for being there. Thanks a lot. Bye for now.
Coin hunt, we got what you want. We got gold and silver, seems everyone